Hey everyone, this young lady 9170. I'm sitting here I was looking at some videos on YouTube, and my spirit guides is nudging me to do a karmic reading. Karmic to the divine masculine. Apparently, what I'm channeling is that a lot of karmics right now feel like they was a blessing to the divine masculine. Let me elaborate. Now, this is a reading that you're gonna realize that you could turn a negative into a positive. Okay, so, and I don't know if the karmic was a negative. The karmic may have been in these divine masculines' lives just to teach them a lesson. Okay, teach them how to stand on their own 2 feet. Teach them how to stand up for themselves. Period. So let's see what the messages are. Because it's here. Might get a little bit of divine feminine here too. Look at this. Look at the first card. You can't make this up. The stuff like this is not made up. I listen to what my spirit guides tell me. Power, new beginnings, solar plexus chakra. Believe that's right below your belly button. Alright, this is gut feelings, new beginnings. The karmic that was in these divine masculines' lives or their soulmate's life, because a karmic can have a soulmate. A soulmate is somebody that can be multiple amount of people. It doesn't have to be a romantic person. So this karmic and their partner, okay, I'm going to say partner, because the males that's in this reading, they're not divine masculines yet. Alright? They're still going through the process. Alright, so karmics allow these men to stand in their power. How? And allow them to want a new beginning. Because these karmics, projected their negative energy onto the divine masculine. And the divine masculine did it to the point where the divine masculine said, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to remove myself from this situation and I'm going to start working on me. And they felt it in the gut. Okay? So, I know I did a couple of readings. I don't remember which one it was, but I remember talking about some of these divine masculines hitting rock bottom. And this is what it was. So, just because you say karmic doesn't mean that person is bad. Doesn't mean that person is evil. Doesn't mean that person is installing black magic. That's not always the case. This person could have just been in this person's life to teach them a lesson. To teach them that they had to stand up on their own 2 feet, become bold, and become that divine masculine that they should be. And get out of that just having feminine energy. Look at this. This karmic showed this divine masculine or this person how to deal with obstacles and challenges in their life. This is why they had to go through the experience with them. This is why. This person was placed in their life for a reason. I don't care if they was together for 40 years. They was not supposed to remain together. And then it took them 40 years to get the message. And I'm telling you, whoever this is for, their ancestors is working with them too. Ancestors is working with the karmic and the partner. I'm just saying. Because these divine masculines here, or these people, I'm going to call them divine masculines because that's the only way that y'all understand what I'm saying. These divine masculines, have a calling. This is why Spirit wanted me to do this message. I couldn't sit here and watch a video, anybody's video, because Spirit's nudging me to do this reading. Alright? So, the karmic, and that's going to be the title. The karmic feels that divine masculine is she's been a blessing to the divine masculine. And maybe she has. Who are we? We could say what we want to say. We could put whatever we want to put on it. You guys, you all, could put whatever you want to put on it. You can say whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, you don't know who come in whose life for what the blessing, whatever the blessing's supposed to be. Okay? Because I've had people, you have people, I'm sure you had people come in your life that you thought was for you but wasn't for you. But at the end, when you think about it, that person was a blessing, because if that person ain't come in your life, you wouldn't be where you at today. I'm just saying. And he was followed by temptation. This is why he stayed so long, because he was followed by temptation. He didn't have a backbone, like I said. Rest and rejuvenation. Now he got new beginnings coming. He's able to get rest and rejuvenation. I don't know who this is for, but some of these karmic feel like they won at the end. But if they still in the dark night of the soul, they didn't win. Triumph, success. Look, divine masculine won, because he got out of the situation. He removed himself. Material and spiritual prosperity. Look at this. You can't make this up. This is what he's going to get now, because he released himself from the karmic, which is a blessing. This karmic is not lying. She's not, he or she's not saying nothing that's wrong. Because this actually is a blessing. To remove yourself from toxic people. To remove yourself from toxic situation. To remove yourself from a toxic job. That's a blessing. Yes. Agreed. Whew. My spirit guides is always on time. I gotta bring my candle in here. I can do that later. Let's see what the messages are from the Universal Tarot. So trust that if Divine Masculine did not go through this situation with the karmic, he would not be where he's at today. In a state of hermit mode, in a state of figuring out where he want to go, which direction he want to go in. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying what came out. Let me see. All of these. I ain't taking all of those. But what came out? Let's see. Hold on. These are all messed up. Alright, let's see. The first card, the Queen of Wands. Justice. Look at, you can't. Justice. What did I say? Justice can mean a lot of things. It can mean legal action. It can mean someone's married, or someone was in a marriage and they out of it now. They're getting a divorce. Whatever. Take it as it resonates. Let's see what this is. All of these. New beginnings. Fool card again. The Chariot. Someone's moving forward on their quest to where they want to go. This is the Divine Masculine moving forward because he dealt with a karmic. Three of Pentacles. This could be third party, okay, or this could be wanting to work on himself right now. In the World card, cycles is changing, things is changing, the world is changing. So people are changing because the world is changing. Okay? So, and I'm sure the Divine Masculine has been a blessing to the karmic. But the karmic is looking at it in a different way. Okay? Communication, air travel. This card keeps coming out for a reason. Okay? Let's see what the messages are. Wow, look at this. What did I say? He getting away from this energy. Look at the Chariot. He's getting away. He getting away from this. That's why it says material and spiritual prosperity. He's moving away from this stuff. That's why the karmic was a blessing. Because he's able to see this is devil energy. I had to communicate about that. Ugh. I'm willing to work with the karmic now. Okay? If they have children together, they have to co-parent. So it's beyond what they want to do. It's beyond how they feel. It's beyond how they want to operate. Okay? So let's see what else. I'm going to pull these behind it. I ain't used these in a while. I have found the one that my soul loves. This is what the karmic thinks. Okay? That's the karmic. Excuse me. That's the karmic. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. That's divine masculine. Moving past the fear. Stop criticizing yourself. You are not perfect. Stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. This could be the divine masculine or the karmic, but I believe that's the divine masculine. Because he's down on himself. He's feeling bad. He's feeling guilty because he wants to do something for himself. Because he's so used to doing stuff for other people. So he's feeling like a failure now. Follow your heart's desire and manifest the heck out of your life. This is definitely for the divine masculine. Okay? Needing to follow his heart. Let's see what the messages are. Surrender. I ain't used these in a while. Surrender. Both of them need to surrender. What needs to be surrendered at this time? What does this say? This says surrender the resentment. Beautiful. Goes right with the reading. Surrender your needs to always be right. That's the divine masculine. Surrender your desire to control people, karmic. Surrender stubbornness, divine masculine. So it's both parties, but the bottom line is that the karmic feels like she won in the end because the divine masculine unfolded. He backed out, he bailed out, okay, of wanting to be in a toxic situation, and that's good. That's a blessing. So, surrender resentment. Holding on to resentment only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflict and improve your relationship. Surrender your desire to control people. Being overly controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. This is what the divine man, he went in hermit mode. He left, he's not in this situation no more, and he feels better about it. He's able to communicate now, efficiently and effectively, and stand his ground at the same time. Staying in his power. That's the first card. That power was the first card that came out. Surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Excuse me. So keep that in mind. Let me see what else I'm going to use. So her blessings, everybody got different blessings, and they may see them different. So this is a karmic thinking that divine masculine is the best thing that happened to her, and he may happen, and hopefully he's taught her a lesson just as much as she's taught him a lesson. All right. The blade, look at this. Lord have mercy. The rattle, shaking up. His world was shook up a little bit. Karmic shook his world up. The what? Many paths. It took him a long time to get here. But he got it. Took the karmic a long time to get here, but she got it. Thunder. That's like the Tower card. But I'm going to read Blade again, because I haven't read that in a while. 6. Alright, Blade. The blade represents sharpness of the mind, body, and spirit, pointing upward. It summons the power of heaven. When aimed down to the ground, it anchors the power of the heavens on earth. The blade can be a healing tool or weapon. This is good. Wield it wisely and it will transmit power, bestow initiation, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever look at this. Or sever toxic relationships. Use it with anger and it will slash, stab, and kill. The blade, he cut the relationship off, like I stated, and it was a blessing. That's what I said. You are invited to draw your blade and use it. It is not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or to hide from the inevitable. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power. So take decisive action. Overcome your fear of hurting others. You can't make this up, man. The blade came out for a reason. Because this reading is about the karmic thinking that the divine masculine was her blessing. Okay? And the divine masculine should take this as being a blessing if he was able to walk away. Because I'm picking up these divine masculines experience physical abuse, verbal abuse, sexual abuse, and mental abuse from these karmics. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. So if they feel like them getting away is a blessing, it is. 43. The karmic can think whatever she wants. That's on her. right, the rattle. The rattle is the spirit caller carrying the Sherman's prayer to the floor, four directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axle. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future. Closing with the prayer. Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. So I said that before as well. When you pray for everything, everybody. You don't just pray for yourself. That's selfish. And then when you pray for everybody, you pray for the highest good of all, things will start coming to you. The invitation. The rattle comes in to invite you to work with the tools of spirit. But be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expressions. You see, the temptation card came out, right? He was tempted to stay a lot of times, and this is why this is a blessing, because he finally said, "You know what? I'm going with my spirit guides. I'm going with what God tell me. Whoever he believe in, he's going with what his higher calling is telling him." Okay, so the karmic feels he was a blessing, and divine masculine knows that it was a blessing that she was in his life as well, because if she wasn't in his life, he wouldn't be at this point where he's at now, and deciding that he's going to walk away. Guys, I'm done. Thanks for subscribing, sharing, liking, clicking on the bell on the side for updating notifications. If you want a private reading, younglady917@gmail.com. Thank you and bye.